Have you ever been asked to help someone at work and immediately think, why should I help her? I know she would never help me. On this episode of Coffee and Conversations about Nurse Bullying, we're going to talk about how you can avoid getting caught in that tit for tat that so often happens in nursing. Hi, I'm Dr. Renee Thompson, the CEO and founder of the Healthy Workforce Institute. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations about Nurse Bullying. You know, when I was a fairly new nurse, I worked with Karen. Let's just say Karen was one of those nurses that you could be on fire and Karen wouldn't give you the courtesy of spitting on you. Karen only took care of her patients, her shift. She never really socialized with anyone. She just came in, swipe out, just kind of did her thing. Never helped anyone, okay? One day, Karen was at lunch, and the unit secretary said, hey, Renee, they just called for Karen's patient to go to the cath lab, and I worked on a cardiac step-down unit. And so we would have to take our patients down to the cath lab on a monitor. And she said they want her patient in the cath lab, but she's at lunch. Would you take her patient down for her? And I immediately thought, Karen, are you kidding me? She would never take my patient down. So why should I take her patient down? And then I thought, you know, I have made decisions in my life that now that I'm older, I regret. And I thought, I've never regretted doing the right thing. Never in my life have I done the right thing and regretted it, but I've regretted doing the wrong thing. And I really thought to myself, you know, who do I aspire to be as a nurse? And am I willing to let anyone else and how they behave as a nurse affect who I aspire to be? And then I thought, what if that was my dad? Would I want a nurse to take Karen's patient down, okay? Even though that nurse knew darn well Karen wouldn't do the same for her. And the answer was, yes, of course. So I took Karen's patient down. And then I'm sitting at the nurse's station and Karen comes back from lunch and says, hey, where's my patient? The unit secretary says, well, Renee took him down to the cath lab. So you know what I was sitting there waiting for. I was waiting for the, thank you, Renee, okay? What did I get? Nothing, okay? Zero comment from Karen. You know, it's kind of like when let's say you're driving and you're on a road, not a highway, and there's a lot of traffic, and somebody wants to cut through. Maybe they're in a strip mall and they want to cut through and go to the other side. And you're like, okay, honey, wait a minute. Okay, you come on. And as they're driving past, you're like, I'm such a nice person. They're driving past you, and what are you looking for? You're looking for the thank you. And what happens if you don't get it? You're like, well, you're welcome, okay? All right, guilty as charged. But I thought about this. It did not matter whether or not Karen thanked me. I knew that I did the right thing because the type of nurse who I aspire to be isn't going to play that tit for tat game, okay? Interestingly, a couple of months later, situation was in reverse. And actually, I was at lunch and the unit secretary asked Karen to take my patient down. Do you think she did? She did. Here's the deal. You never know who you will influence in a positive way just by how you show up every day. And you know, I know it's easy to just zing someone back. Seriously, it is so much easier to do that, especially someone who zings you. But I'm asking you not to. I'm asking you to be the role model for professionalism, respect, civility, and kindness. Okay, remember, you will never regret doing the right thing. So I'd love to read your comments about this topic and perhaps examples when maybe you had an opportunity to zing somebody back and you didn't, or maybe you did, okay? And what I would just ask, if you did, to just starting now, don't ever do that again. All right. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and share it with others. And if you want to surround yourself with other nurses who do the right thing, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube video channel, hop over to my website, healthyworkforceinstitute.com, and join our community of other nurses who understand that the way we treat each other is truly just as important as the care that we provide. So until our next conversation, be kind, take care, and stay connected.